What is going on, YouTubers? For ladies and gentlemen, it's the Natural Born Thriller. Don't waste any more time here because I want to get this done before I get to watch the preview tonight with the rest of the panels that might join for Mr. Ricky J21's YouTube channel, or for AEW Double or Nothing 2021 preview here, from yours truly, Natural Born Thriller. So yes, let's not waste any time. I'm gonna get right into the matches here, folks. I'm gonna start from first the pre-show, or should I say the AEW Double or Nothing buy-in. The match that's gonna be featured is the returning Rhea versus the NWA Women's World Champion in a championship match against Serena Deeb. And I expect Serena Deeb to do some heel tactics here, especially her last encounter with Rhea, which that had Serena Deeb put in the silence where in the match that she suffered like a knee injury that and yeah, so I could see Serena Deeb getting some heel heat there over on Rhea in this match here. And by the way, when it comes to Rhea coming back too in front of a live crowd too, this is gonna be amazing to see that the buy-in show and to hear the crowds cheering for Rhea, like they done before. And that's one thing I cannot wait for. So obviously, Serena Deeb's gonna win. I don't see Rhea winning the match here, so I see Serena Deeb doing some heel tactics here, like she did before when she made her return, when she did some heel tactics against Red Velvet, and hopefully they'll pick up on this time. AEW, it tends to the commentators, but we shall see. But I do see Serena Deeb retaining here, and hopefully this means Rhea is first back. Cause I don't know if she's gonna be going back to Japan after that, but we'll see. We shall see. But either way, she's still part of the roster. She's still part of AEW. So, and if she does go back to Japan, she ain't going nowhere. She's still on the contract with the company. Yeah. So there you go. All right. So let's get to the matches here. First off, the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, defends their AEW World Tag Team Championship against Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston. Wild things. Makes your heart sing. I'm not into the match that much. It doesn't really interest me at all. But I am looking forward to this match more than the other match I'll get to in a little bit. But I am gonna go for Moxley and Kingston to win here. But if they don't win and Young Bucks wins, I still won't care either way. But we shall see what they do with this. But I am going for Moxley and Kingston for the win here. New tag team champions. Sting versus Darby Allin first. Sting and Darby Allin, versus Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page in a live action tag team match, not a cinematic match. So Sting will be making his in-ring return, live action, since 2015 after that whole Seth Rollins debacle from Night of Champions. Just hope that Ethan Page doesn't try to do his Eagle Edge to Sting on the turnbuckles. And Scorpio Sky to try to do a buckle bomb to him on the buckle bomb, on the turnbuckle. But anyways, I'm just joking. But anyways, as far as this matches, I am looking forward to this match. I don't like the tag team of Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page. To me, in my opinion, I think it's just something for them to do. Until Sting and Darby Allin beats them, and then I think they'll have them break away from each other, because I really don't see them being a tag team. Not saying that they can't be a tag team, but I just don't see them as a tag team. And the fact that you're pairing these guys as a tag team, I think Ethan Page got away from the tag team from Impact Wrestling, and then you have Scorpio Sky, who's part of a tag team of SCU, and now that's over, and then they never follow up on why he left them in the first place. And you have them just being a tag team just for the sake of being a tag team. Even though you already got a full roster of tag teams there, why you need to build a new tag team just for these guys? Because you had nothing to do. You got nothing for them. But either way, I expect the Sting and Darby Allin to win here. So I do see that's what I see to win here. I'll see nothing different coming out of this. So Sting and Darby Allin for the win. I'll bring this match up later. Because the next match I want to bring up is the AEW TNT champion defending his AEW TNT championship, Miro versus Lance Archer with Jake Roberts at ringside. This match is going to be a bar burner. It's going to be a monster match and it's gonna be it's gonna be a hog excuse me, a hog fight. That's what I'm trying to say here. A hog fight, I should say. And I'm looking forward to the match though. Now obviously Miro just became the champion, and I know they wanted to give some for Lance Archer. They want to have him be a part of pay-per-view instead of not having him on pay-per-view. But then again, you could have him in the Casino Battle Royale. Yeah, that way you could still in a way try to find ways to protect him of him getting a shot against Miro that he's gonna lose, and that's basically what's gonna happen. So Miro's gonna win. I don't see Lance Archer winning, and hopefully if Lance Archer comes out of this pay-per-view with lose another loss on his resume, they'll hopefully the momentum doesn't kill it away of what to do with him next, other than having him be on Dark and not having on Dynamite like they always do with him. Especially that's part of the storyline too with Lance Archer, how they did things. So, but we shall see. But I am going for Miro for the win. The Hangman, Adam Page versus Brian Cage. No team Taz whatsoever. It's just going to be on those guys one-on-one. And I cannot wait for this match, folks. This match excites me more than the match of Cody Rhodes and Anthony Ogogo, which I'll get to when I get to it. So yes, it'll be a clean fight between these two guys. Page versus Cage. But wait. Also, they had Tony Khan coming out there and announced that we got a new participant in this match, Nick Gage. Now it's gonna be the Hangman Adam Page versus Brian Cage versus Nick Gage in the death match. I'm just kidding. Oh man. Boy, would that be a swerve though? But anyways, no, it's just gonna be Page versus Cage. So yeah, the Hangman versus the Machine. That's the match. That's gonna be. Now, as far as what this gonna win here, I think it's gonna be Adam Page winning here. He's gonna get his win back over Brian Cage, and that's gonna leave more descent. I'm assuming where it pertains to, where it pertains to Team Taz. Cause I still think they have certain follow up there with Brian Cage is gonna eventually leave Team Taz, but we shall see. But I am going for Adam Page for the win. I'll say this match later too. So. Now when we get to this next match, I'm not looking forward to seeing. I mean, I think it will be a good match, but we shall see. But it's Cody Rhodes, the American Dream, being accompanied by the Enforcer, Arn Anderson, versus Anthony Ogogo, the guy who for whatever reason hates America. Even though I do know the reasons, but he'll be accompanied by QT Marshall, Nick Comoroto, and Aaron Solo of the Factory. So yeah, it's not gonna be the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. It's gonna be the American Dream Dusty Rhodes. Maybe he's gonna wear polka dots, whatever, and he's gonna start dancing like his father, being the common man and all that, whatever. Maybe, who knows? I don't know if that's supposed to be the goal, whatever. But hey, at least we're gonna get his original music back. Kingdom. I am my kingdom now. You bow to me. Take my dream, but not my name. Just say. And not the Snoop Dogg version, which I think that's trash. And I love Snoop Dogg. I think Snoop Dogg is great as a rapper and all that, and with his music and all that. But the whole thing with Snoop Dogg's version of Cody Rhodes' theme, Kingdom remix, whatever that is, I think that's the most garbage theme song I've ever heard. I'm sorry, it just doesn't go together. But of course, Brandy Rose loves it, and so it takes a trash to love a trash. But anyways, as far as this match, yeah, I think this is going to be a good match. But the build-up for this match between these two guys has not been good. It has not been exciting. It didn't get me pumped up to make me to give a reason to give a fuck of why I should watch this. That's just me. But we shall see what happens with this. Now, it should make sense that Cody Rhodes should lose here. But based on how they're doing the storyline, where Cody Rhodes is all about, being American, and Anthony Ogogo is trashing America, and it's basically USA versus United Kingdom, the UK versus the United States, that whole thing, and it's trash. So as much as I want to see Anthony Ogogo win here, I don't see that happening. So just for this a safe pick there, Cody Rhodes is gonna win, and he's gonna bury a new talent in Anthony Ogogo. That's just how I see it. Before I get to the other two matches, maybe get these two matches out of the way first. First off, let me get the Casino Battle Royale out of the way for a future AEW World Championship title match that's gonna happen. So yes, the Casino Battle Royale returns. I'm assuming it's gonna be the order of pertains to the Hearts, Aces, I meant to say Aces, the Aces, Hearts, Spades, and Diamonds, and then we get to the wild card. But here are the participants: Christian Cage, Matt Sydal, Powerhouse Hobbs, Penta El Zero Miedo, Jungle Boy, Matt Hardy, QT. QT Martin's in the match too, by the way. Mark Quinn, Isaiah Cassidy, The Blade, Evil Uno, Coco Cabana, 10, Griff Garrison, Brian Pillman Jr., Max Caster, Anthony Bowens, Nick Camarado, Dustin Rhodes, Lee Johnson, and to be announced. And no, the to be announced is not going to be Bryan Danielson. No, it's not going to be a CM Punk. Maybe it's Nick Gage. Oh man, I'm doing that again. But yeah, if you're expecting Daniel Bryan to show up there, Bryan Danielson, whichever one prefer him as, if you're expecting Daniel Bryan to show up there, don't be, because you'll be leaving yourself to disappointment if you do. Same thing with CM Punk, and we all know how happened with that one so many times. CM Punk, we all thought he's gonna be there. If you people thought CM Punk's gonna be, if you have people think that CM Punk's gonna be there too, don't. Because you're leaving yourself to disappointments too. Now, who I do see showing up there, I do see Andrade Almas being there. I do see maybe a Moose being there. I do see maybe, well, that's just me wishful thinking. I do not want to see Eddie Edwards there though. And no, I don't want to see Nick Gage either. I'm just missing Nick Gage as a joke. I really don't want to see Nick Gage there. Especially I want to see him cutting people. In the match, thinking that this Casino Battle Royale is a casino death match. But based on how they're, I don't know who else you could put in there. Maybe a Jelito. I don't know. Then again, Ring of Honor is not working. It's not in business whatsoever with AEW either. So, maybe Nick Aldis. Maybe someone from the NWA. Maybe who knows? Maybe someone from Japan. Maybe someone from Japan came into the country. Maybe it's Eugene Nagata. But that would be a disappointment. And I love Eugene Nagata. But there's a surprise here. Now, Paul White is going to be the guest commentator there. If he shows up there in that match, we're just being commentary, and then also he ends up being the wild card Joker into the match. That's going to be a big disappointment. And crowds are going to hate it. Because they're expecting a big surprise. And no, it's not going to be a Hall of Fame worthy guy. Even though, if it is someone that, that's a big star. And fans are, going to pop for. Not saying that person ain't going to be Hall of Fame worthy. But yeah, this is the whole Christian Cage thing. But either way. Whoever it's going to be, it's whatever. I'm looking forward to see how this match is going to turn out. As far as who I think is going to win, Christian Cage. I mean, there could be other ways to, Christian Cage could lose here, and then you could maybe go back to Christian Cage and, or whoever may be the AEW World Champion, which we can tell when we get to it. But I think it will be Christian Cage, who's going to win here, and we'll see how they go along with this one. How they go further with this. I think too, the Stadium Stampede match that's going to happen in the football stadium. If the Inner Circle loses, then they are done. Basically, it's going to be the Pinnacle, MJF, Wardlow, Shawn Spears, Cash Wheeler, Dax Harwood, with Tully Blanchard along with them, versus the Inner Circle's Chris Jericho, Jake Hager, Sammy Guevara, Santana and Ortiz. Now, this match itself is going to be, I think it's going to be, less comedy. It should be less comedy because this is a serious, bad bloodbath, feud between, the Inner Circle and the Pinnacle. So, this should be nothing more than a bar burner, uh, blood heap type of match. But we shall see. We shall see. But I do expect this match to be great. I expect this match to be fun, and we'll see how they'll book it too, no. So yeah, this type of match, you know, because last year it was about the Elite, you know, where you have Kenny Omega, Alan Page, the Young Bucks, you had Matt Hardy, especially when he was broken Matt Hardy. So yeah, you can expect something like that was going to happen. Was some crazy stuff that was going to happen, and comedy stuff that was going to happen. I don't see this one happening. If it do, it's going to be limited, but disappointment, because I expect AEW more from this, because this is supposed to be a feud. That's supposed to be you know, a war between these two factions where they hate each other so much that they want to kill each other. So now as far as who's going to win here, now it will make sense for the Pinnacle to win here, but I don't see that happening, because after what they did with, you know, the whole thing with, you know, if the Inner Circle loses, they had to disband, which that'll be fine, because I'll have to see Sam Guevara doing his own thing, and also with you know, Proud and Powerful to do their own things too, you know. But I don't see that. I don't see them breaking up. I see the Inner Circle winning here, and that's maybe that'll cause some frictions of the Pinnacle. But then after that, we go from here from there, because after and the thing is too, you're supposed to you know, if this is going to be the match you're going to do at first, this is the match that they should have done first, instead of doing Blood and Guts, because Blood and Guts should be the match where it's supposed to be the blow off match of the feud, like in old days of wrestling, where it pertains to WCW, NWA, you know, Jim Crockett's promotions, especially when it pertains to NXT, they're you know, how they handle things in a way. Yeah, so where you go from here from there, if the Inner Circle wins, you gonna do another one? Why? You already got these guys you know, in war, you know, in their own version of War Games of Blood and Guts, and now you go do, and now you're doing a same Stampede, and we go now, you go do a Survivor Series elimination match, or just a regular match, you know, which is a one fall finish. I don't know where you go from here. Where you go from here from there? When you, if the Inner Circle wins, I don't know. It's bad, folks. It's bad booking, bad presenting. Where they go from here from there. So, I mean, yeah, it will make sense for the Pinnacle to win here, because the Pinnacle from there, they will be a strong faction moving forward, and that'll be the end of that feud once the Inner Circle loses. But if the Inner Circle wins, which I think they will, and they are my pick to win. If the Inner Circle wins, then the feud has to carry on, because it's all one win from Pinnacle, from Blood and Guts. It'll be another win for them for the Inner Circle for Stampede. That means you gotta do one more match. You gotta do the rubber match, and that's ass backwards how they presented this feud. So yeah, we'll see what they do. But I am going for the Inner Circle to win here. Even though it'll make sense for them to lose, because the Pinnacle is the one that needs to win. They needs to win more than the Circle needs. Same thing with Clay Rose. You know, where Anthony Ogogo needs to win more than Clay Rose does. But I digress. But yeah, but the Inner Circle is my pick to win, though. And it's unfortunate. Unfortunate. Now let's get to the last two matches. Let me first talk about the AEW World Heavyweight Championship title match. Kenny Omega defends his AEW World title with Downcast at ringside versus Orange Cassidy versus Pac. The build-up was, let's be honest, wasn't that good. But I'm still looking forward to the match, because I think the match is going to be great. I think it's going to be a show stealer. If not that, then maybe the Stand Stampede match will be a show stealer. If they have a better finish, you know. I mean, if they put the finish right of the match too, by the way. Because, you know, I think they told me to mention, you know, because, you know, after happening at Blood and Guts, when they did the finish from there, it was not good. So hopefully a good finish for Same Stampede is better than what we had before. Yeah, or what they plan on doing, I meant to say. Yeah, but this match, yeah, I mean, it would have been great if they would have if they would have Pac carry it with his promos and everything, which he has. But the execution of how they did things afterwards has not been good. Kenny Omega acting all silly and all that. Orange Cassidy, you know, he does his own thing, whatever, you know, which is, you know, it is whatever. But yeah, it's been a mess though. it's supposed to be on your prestige world championship title match going into a pay-per-view. That's what I'm assuming that's gonna be the main event, and this is how you book the the hype of the match. I don't know. I don't know, but I'm still looking forward to the match though, more than I am Cody Rhodes and Anthony Ogogo. But yeah, this is the first ever 3-way match for the AEW World Championship title match, and I think all guys all look good here. And Orange Cassidy needs to pull his hands out of his pockets in this one for once, and actually be for real in this one, because this is about being the AEW World Champion. It's time to take yourself seriously now. So hopefully he does, because Pac ain't playing around. Pac is there to become a champion. He wants to be a champion, and he ain't gonna be he's not the guy you want to fuck around with in this type of match. As far as who's gonna win here, okay, Omega. I see Orange Cassidy getting the pinfall loss here, which is why I think that's what they did here. So I don't know. But chance to how they how we got here. But chance to why is this happening, because I don't know if it was originally supposed to be a 3-way match after what happened with Orange Cassidy, which what they call normal. I don't know. But in my opinion, it should have been Pac winning against Orange Cassidy, so that it would be Pac versus Kenny Omega. I'm sorry, that's just how I feel. But yeah, we'll see. But I am going for Kenny Omega for the win here. I don't see him losing that belt. So, and finally, the main event. Hikaru Shida defends her aid. Well, actually, this ain't the. I don't know if this is going to be the main event, but based on how fans are grasping of this one woman, and I do believe that she's going to get the most cheers once this match comes up. But this should be the main event, which is why I say the best for last. Hikaru Shida defends her new and improved AEW Women's World Championship title belt versus Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, which, by the way, being coming by Reba or Rebel, which you want to say. This match is the right time to finally do it. I think the match is going to be good. I don't expect the match to be great, but we'll see, because Britt Baker, after her injury and all that, after a year to finally get her revenge on Shida, what happened with her with the broken nose thing and all that, it's finally time for Britt Baker to get revenge. And also with Britt Baker finally when she came back from her injury from late last summer, in the middle of last summer, I should say, because she was not that good of a wrestler. But when she came back, she started improving. I saw improvement in the ring. Not only improvement in the ring, but also improving off of my skills. I'm not saying she was a bad talker. I just never find her promos to be exciting. I just thought they were boring. And some people were comparing her being the Chris Jericho of WCW, and I said to myself, what are you talking about? So she did end up getting better with it, and like, okay. And I get to them, they compare what Chris Jericho, which is doing the promos to now, because she keeps calling Rebel Reba, and Chris Jericho's thing with him, he always calls Mean Gene Okerlund as Gene Mean. And Jericho always does the thing where he screws up names and all that. He does it purposely, because that's Jericho's stick. So that's why people compare Britt Baker being the female Chris Jericho. Just hope that in a few years she doesn't get the what was that, a mom bod, or a mom bob. Yeah. I'm just saying. I'm just joking too, by the way. But anyways, but yes, Shida has improved a lot, and her final improvement showcased when she was in that match against Thunder Rosa, in that unsanctioned match that turned my eyes around. Now I already turned my eyes around already, but the match that she had with Thunder Rosa is what really turned my eyes around from that unsanctioned match, which was the main event as back at St. Patrick's Smash Smackdown, where on the event was called on Dynamite, where on that night I officially became a Dr. Britt Baker fan, and I bought her t-shirt because of that too. And from there, all eyes were on the doctor, the dentist, I should say, of Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. And it was finally time for her to put the belt on her and for a reason they didn't have her win the tournament, and then see what they did afterwards, and like, okay, now I understand why. Basically, it was just basically the tournament was a waste of time. That's basically what how I seen it. It was a waste of time for Britt Baker to actually gain some wins on Dark and on Dynamite, and also on Elevation too. But same thing, whatever, But the point is, she gained some wins. She could be on the #1 ranking. And after the match with Tai Conti and Hikaru Shida, which was a good match, now it's finally time for the Doctor to finally take her spot to face Hikaru Shida 1 year later to get revenge on Hikaru Shida. And what better way to get revenge on Hikaru Shida than to get the AEW Women's World Title belt, where it tends to her being the face of the women's division of AEW, and yeah, she's really proven that too, by the way. That she kept saying that she's the face and all that. Now she can now I definitely do see that. The only thing that's missing is her being the AEW Women's World Champion, and I do believe that AEW is gonna do the right thing here and pass that belt over to Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, because once that happens, move over Austin 316 era and say hello to make room for the DMD era. And I cannot wait. So yes, Britt Baker's my pick to win. Props to Hikaru Shida for carrying the division as the women's champion for over a year. Good for her, especially during these difficult times. But now it's time to put the belt on the dentist. It's about time that we have a dentist to be a world champion in one of the most best wrestling companies right now in the US. I'm not counting WWE because I don't watch that shit no more. But the dentist and Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, to finally be the AEW Women's World Champion. And there you go, folks. That's it. That's all I gotta say from there. So that's my predictions for that. Everything that's about Double or Nothing. Now I don't know when it's gonna be uploaded. Maybe it'll be uploaded on during the show, but either way, it's gonna be uploaded. And then once the show's done, later on in the week, I will give you my review of AEW Double or Nothing 2021. So in the meantime, for those that are gonna be watching the show, go right ahead and enjoy the show, and I'm enjoying the show along with the panel as well. And that being said, thank you for watching, folks. For it's the Natural Born Thriller saying peace on the streets. So you all stay well, stay safe, take care of yourself, everything that's going on in the world. And yeah, love one another, God bless one another, live in peace and harmony for us all. I am out here. Enjoy watching Double or Nothing, and I will see you all next time. Take care.